Okay, hello all. Once again, practice session. Okay, hello all. So 1 minute. And all set. Good to go. So today, first time I try practice P-38. Just as I said yesterday, I just need to give myself a little bit combat practice, combat missions, but both P-40 and Moskito unfortunately has got no proper targets on multiplayer servers. That's very unfortunate, but what can you do with that? So I need to opt some other mission program. Let's say it would be aerial targets hunting, so fighter pilot mission program. And for that purposes I choose P-38, and I'm starting right now my training program on P-38. Just like always, that's gonna be first time, that's gonna be taxiing, takeoff circuit and landing. And maybe today I'm gonna visit Berloga to practice combat dogfight maneuvering and gunnery. Okay, set track IR first of all. Great instrument panel. So what should I do? First, RPM to maximum, mixture to auto reach. Unfortunately, I will use Technochat. I'm gonna need to use it, and a little bit throttle forward. Trim to neutral. Oh, I can see. That's quite good. That's fine. It's quite good radar or elevator trim. So neutral is 0 on this airplane. Good. 100% is gonna be a little bit more than 5. and 90% is gonna be 4.8. That's not very convenient. Let's make it for my landing standard procedure. Let's make it 86. I've got no wish to use TechnoChat, but I'm gonna need to use it. So this trim indicator is too low, not like on Great Moskito. So if you need to control it, you're gonna have to lower your view and lose sight of your nose nose behavior, of vertical speed indicator and airspeed. Airspeed anyway I will not see because of that. I forgot. Because of that steering wheel, let's say it. So we got no aileron trimming here. That's okay. So let's set up 50% or not 50. Let's make it on 3. No, I wouldn't be able to control it. No, that's not very inconvenient. That's what I'm talking about. Without those
tactile
feeling, TechnoChat is the only engine start, the only thing which allows you to simulate realistic control of your airplane. Those I don't want to curse on any person, but not very intelligent players who advise you need to know your airplane, your settings, all pressures, temperatures, speeds. You will not be able to use your trim in the right manner without TechnoChat, because in real airplane cockpit or in some advanced simulator you can feel how much you move that trim tab control. Okay, with this airplane it's all gonna be fine. Taxiing is gonna be good, because those rudders are right behind props, so I will use maybe, or maybe not, I don't know. I will not use any steering, but I will use differential power steering. Let's wait. Okay, both engines on. I forgot There are no any radiators here. Yes, probably. No, I just need to switch off my parking brakes. Don't need techno chat anymore, and let's start. Of course, first I'm gonna need to practice on grassy surfaces, because I bet they're gonna be much easier. And on this airplane you've got no two separate indicators. Two separate RPM indicators, so you're gonna need to listen to your engine's sound to feel the exact amount of differential and to feel your differential power. Okay, 1300 RPM is gonna be enough, I think, for my grassy surface taxiing speed. Maybe that's fine. Not too slow, not too fast, maybe. This P-38 gives you very easy taxiing, and you even don't need to do any S-turning, because you can see everything ahead of you, but still some S-turning will be required, I think. So let's not that's too fast, I think. Yes, that's too fast. When she's taxiing straight ahead without turning, she's accelerating. So I'm gonna need to know that. It's 1200 RPM right now, so grassy surface steering is okay. I think I don't need any practicing anymore, and I'm gonna bring myself on the asphalt tarmac and then proceed with taxiing, differential power taxiing on asphalt. I don't use brakes at all. This P-38 is one of the most comfortable airplanes on taxiing. Let's taxi to that asphalt runway. Let's reduce power to 9-1000 RPM and turn right. With my left differential power, I'm turning right. Oh, that's very unfortunate. She's increasing power after differential power. Very comfortable steering, very comfortable. Great airplane. Great airplane. Oh, I'm gonna touch the grass. First mistake. Let's try and do that straight ahead taxi, no S-turning. That, let's say, that would be the easiest part of a mission, straight ahead taxiing. You can see I'm touching the grass with my left main wheel, and she's accelerating, unfortunately. That's very unfortunate. I'm gonna need to set 1000 RPM to correct it, to do small corrections. It's too much, 1000 RPM. Let's make it 9. Let's make it 9. That's too fast. That P-38 thing is a beast. Very powerful, very powerful. I like it already. You know, I'm not able to reduce power. I'm not able to reduce power. I hate it. I've got 0 power. Look at this. 0 power. She's I need 900 RPM average engine power. On such a small power levels values, that manifold pressure gauge isn't working. Okay, let's try that 180 turn and then stop. My throttle lever is full back. She's taxiing on 0 power. Something isn't right. Okay, that's 7,500. I need 900. You see that border line between gravel and asphalt, they consider you've got a step, so asphalt is higher than ground. That's wrong. Ground should be higher than asphalt surface, and The same goes to concrete surfaces. That's wrong. Just watch any airfield GoPro camera or some airfield YouTube video of taxiing. Now she starts accelerating. Quite comfortable she is. Quite comfortable. But still, there is some issue. When you working with differential power, she increasing average differential power by herself. That's very inconvenient. So I would like to touch only my 7 and 9 buttons on my keypad, but don't touch my throttle level on my joystick. Okay, for the first time I will not make my training process too hard for myself. Why she's stopping now? Increase a little bit and decrease. Now I'm gonna try and do some 180 and get myself on that point I've passed just right now. That's gonna be moving to start readiness position, and I'm gonna do some throttle back 180 turn. Let's make it. Throttle back. I was forced to use brakes, unfortunately, but on a very low speed, I think using brakes is okay. Even on very slippery surfaces that wouldn't give any trouble. As you can see, unfortunately, each airplane has got his own issue, so no good testing in this game, unfortunately. What can I say? Beautiful airplane on taxiing, and anyway they've got that issue. When you when you apply differential power, she's increasing average level of power by herself. I saw that on other airplanes, but not so hard as on P-38, unfortunately. That's uncomfortable. But anyway, that's a great airplane on taxiing. Well, I will not be able to make 180 without using my brakes. When you're stationary or when you got very low taxiing speed, that's okay to use brakes. I applied brakes. Let's make it to the right. Oh, she's not. She's not. I've got no differential brakes. She's not. Okay, she's not turning with brakes. I'm gonna need to brake with my rudder. That's possible. So I move rudder, and that aerodynamic airflow helps me to steer. So let's make my moving on start position part. Great watches over here, great watches, not like on Moskito, even better than on P-40. 30 seconds, I start moving, 1500 RPM to start moving, and then differential power, left differential power to steer right, and power off, and brakes, and power back and brakes. Okay. Full power and power back. How about my... So next I'm gonna practice, I'm gonna do practice landing runs. That's training to be sure there will be no any circles on landing, so I understand this airplane is very comfortable on those landing runs, but I've got mission program. I will follow this program. Let's say, where is indicator, flaps indicator? I've got great flaps on this airplane. Let's extract them. I've got lever, and that problem, no. Any indicator moving anywhere. Well, that's not good. I don't know this airplane. I didn't read any manuals. I don't like it. So without any flaps indicator, I'm gonna need to count seconds on a landing procedure when I've got whether I need to abort the final approach and make a transition into climbing attitude. This airplane's got great flaps. Those flaps gonna help me a lot to survive in my dogfighting. Once again, I'm starting P-38 training procedure to give myself some combat experience, combat missions. I love P-40, I like Moskito, but no vehicle convoys for P-40. I love that mission program, combat mission strafing. And even on Moskito, I've got no too much German Panzers targets on multiplayer servers, but anyway, I will not be able to suppress AAA with my Molens gun. So if I fly Moskito, I'm gonna need to do 2 sorties, first on some airplane suppressing AAA, and only then second sortie to strafe the panzers. So let's Technochat on 90%. Elevator trim. I don't know about the rudder trim. So next I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna do practice landing runs. When you landed okay, next you're gonna need to clear the runway for the next group member who's gonna make landing 30 seconds behind you. So I make that clearing with high-speed taxiing, and the power level for that taxiing is gonna be normal taxiing power plus 15%, 15-20%. If I've got normal taxiing power 900 RPM, so it's gonna be 1100 RPM for practice for clearing the runway high speed taxiing. And unfortunately, once again, in the first phase of that high-speed taxiing, I'm gonna need to use my rudder, so steer without differential power. You know, I even don't need differential power because of that rudder is working, not like on Moskito. Probably Germans have got the same issue on the 110. There is no any aerodynamic flow to affect rudder surfaces. This taxiing speed is okay. I would like to do some, or maybe not okay. Maybe I need 1200 RPM. So that, once again, 1200 RPM. You know, I don't need any differential power steering on that part of the mission. Throttle back. Let's try it without using brakes. And the next part is 180 turn without using brakes also. I know I can use my rudder, but I would like to perform that with my differential power for training purposes. So when you do not apply your brakes, differential power 180 stationary turn is not actually stationary, so she's moving. But I've got quite wide landing strip, and you need to perform that perfectly 180, which I didn't do right now, as you can see, but it's only training process. And now extract flaps, full flaps, wait 30 seconds and start. throttle back, apply brakes. First of all, you need to know how to do practice landing runs with applying brakes. Very comfortable. Then flaps off, flaps up, and 1200 RPM. Don't need any differential power steering. I will not be able to do that differential power steering anyway. I need to apply brakes and move to the right side of the... oh no. That was my error. I misjudged. My visual appraisal wasn't any good. I thought that was the edge of the runway. Okay, 1200 RPM high-speed taxiing. And next I need to apply brakes once again. Next I gonna try 180 with differential power, with right differential power to the left. Let's make it better. Bit better, and applying brakes. When I move my throttle full back, I push 7 and 9 buttons several times, and that helps to equal power. No, that doesn't equal power. I need a little bit more. Once again. Flaps down. Flaps. Wait until 30 seconds, and then in a 5-second time increase power to maximum and throttle back. Let's try it without this airplane. She's wild, she's a beast. Great visual of your 6. Okay, 1200 RPM, move left, so make it safer for the next group member to perform his landing or her landing. Who knows, maybe next group member gonna have long landing, so when you shift to the edge, to the side of the landing runway, that gives you a chance not to collide. Now it gives you a chance of avoiding collision. This airplane is fast. Once again, 180 without using brakes with differential power. So just one more time I'm gonna gonna try that practice landing runs, and then I'm gonna do takeoff. Rudder is working aerodynamically. Steering is okay. She's fast. I need to apply brakes. She's fast. Let's make it 180, left 180. I've made it. As you can see, heading indicator, they call it direction, doesn't work very well. Let's check our power. Power is okay. Now I'm moving towards moving on start readiness position. That position is located on taxiing runway, right next to the landing strip. So next I'm gonna do moving on start part, then takeoff, then I'm gonna try to stabilize her in climbing altitude with 50% elevator trim. And probably 2500 RPM. This RPM gauge is almost like on P-40. And they're gonna use 2200 for straight and level, but also I'm gonna use Technochat. Let's make it clear. No flaps. On that moving moving to start readiness position, you need to set your trims in climbing altitude, stabilized climbing attitude settings. Let's wait until 30 seconds and then move on. Start position. I already like that airplane very much. I hope all is gonna be okay with my procedures. I do not use differential power right now. I'm not confident in myself and in game's features. And 0 seconds I'm gonna start. Move throttle forward gently, slowly. In 5 seconds. I didn't do that very well, and my takeoff speed, let's say it's gonna be 140 miles per hour. This old lady so fast. 250 miles per hour. She's so fast. I love her. Okay, let's check technochat percentage of our 2500 RPM. Is it 75 or it's 73? Yes, that's 73. I've got 72 on my P-40. It's gonna be 73 on P-38 and maybe 72 also. No. So now I've set my RPM. So with using my manifold pressure gauge, I'm gonna pick up the power, engine power for stabilized climbing attitude. As you can see, she's banking left, no aileron trims on P-38, so I'm not gonna have my side slip indicator on center. That ball is not gonna be on center. I'm gonna use my rudder to compensate banking tendency. But first, I want to pick up right manifold pressure. As you can see, vertical speed indicator isn't stationary. That gauge is moving up and down. So let's say I've got insufficient power and insufficient airspeed. I need to increase. I've increased to 26.9, and let's wait and see how she's gonna change her behavior. It seems to me that vertical speed indicator is starting moving slower. Range of that gauge moving is reducing, so that was the right direction. That was the right way to increase power. I'm gonna increase it a little bit more, 27.3. 27.3 manifold pressure. This airplane has got that unit, I don't know how to call it in English, which maintains constant manifold pressure. This is a great airplane, very futuristic for those 1940s. Beautiful beast. And as you can see, she's almost stabilized on 170 miles per hour. I love it. She's beautiful. We're still banking left. I'm gonna switch a little bit. How my rudder 13, 10, 11 maybe. How about my vertical speed? Heading is not okay. I need to switch to the shift to, I need to steer to the left. That's okay. And what can I say? Power isn't enough. Still, let's make it. We have got 27.3. Let's make it 27.6. Beautiful. This babe is good. I like it. I like her. Great airplane. Beautiful. Very stabilized. If I would turn on smokes, you would see the straight line. In top view you would see the straight line without any waves. That's perfect for formation flying. Unfortunately, as you can see, that heading indicator isn't working well. I hate it. I really hate it. This game is such a great game in some details and other details. It's terrible. I would like to use this indicator, but not this, because this clockwise. Like clock stop-go watches indicator doesn't work without that how you say it in English, direction control, moving two white lines. So this is not good. And I need to have magnetic heading indicator. No magnetic. Such a stupid thing. This is not heading indicator to the right, but it shows minus 10 degrees value. She's beautiful. She's okay. Let's make a transition into straightened level. Heading isn't okay, I know that. Let's make that minus 5%. Elevator trim. RPM down to 2200 RPM, I think. Some. Maybe 2100. No. Which RPM I gonna use? Okay, let's make it 55. One more, minus 5%. She's accelerating. She's pitching her nose down. Minus 5% more. When she starts pitch nose up, I'm gonna reduce 5% more. She's beautiful. I can say she's great. Minus 5% more. Great airplane. Minus 5% more. I'm gonna use standard 20% straight and level elevator trimming. And I need to reduce my manifold pressure. Let's say 15. Is it okay for you? P-38, or is it insufficient power? Let's wait and see. She's reducing her airspeed. She's losing altitude. So 15 manifold pressure isn't enough. Let's make it 18. Pull up, pull up. Do not increase airspeed. Once again, she's losing. Let's make it 20. 20.5 or 21. Yes, 21.0. She's losing. She's pitching nose down for some reason. Those 20% elevator trim isn't enough for her. Maybe 30% I don't use. But I like. No, I'm gonna use more manifold pressure. I've set 23.0. That's gonna be too much. Just like on P-40, about 6 or 7 inches. The difference between straight and level stabilized and climbing stabilized attitudes. I love this. To my knowledge, P-38 was challenging P-47 or P-51 to be the next standard army pursuit fighter after P-40. Of course, after P-40, P-38 is a beast, beautiful monster. I love her already. Great view, you can see everything even below you. Beautiful. Okay, as you can see, that 23 manifold pressure is too much. Let's make it 22.5. Oh, this is uncomfortable. I'm not able to make it 22.4. Of course, there is nothing ideal in my technique. I just want to how about our no, wrong button, misclick. It's 2100 RPM, 55%. So I understand that it could be quite boring to watch, but I need to research that stabilized attitude settings. As you can see, 22.4 isn't enough, and I've got no any radiator on this P-38. That's gonna be an issue. 22.5. I hope that would be enough. Of course, any weather change, any temperature change, any altitude change gonna give you manifold pressure change for that trim settings. And in my aerial targets hunting, I'm gonna use all. I'm turning left. Great artificial horizon on this airplane. As you can see, the tendency to pitch nose up once again on this airplane, like in Moskito. Maybe that because of my my habit on P-40. P-40 she's pitching nose down, and this beautiful airplane doesn't. So beautiful. This artificial horizon was on P-40 in Il-2 Forgotten Battles. Where is my fuel indicator? I don't know this airplane at all. I didn't read any manuals. As you can see, I did that 90 degrees left turn not too well. I didn't stop on 060 heading. Got myself on 030. She's wild. When you like your airplane, you like it immediately. Moskito is good, but this P-38, she's very, very good. And she can do dogfighting. She's fast. She's got great climbing, great climb rate, and she's got great armament, and she is maneuverable. Once again, I gonna repeat, I'm starting my P-38 training program. I'm gonna do some takeoff circuit and land today, explore straight and level, stabilized flying, attitude, wings down, flaps down, descending, stabilized attitude settings, and try some landing, some overhead brake pattern, and then maybe I'm gonna visit Berloga to do some dogfighting, and maybe tomorrow I'm gonna do some combat. So I've got no any possibilities for P-40 combat missions. I like strafing combat missions, not bombing, not aerial targets hunting. I thought Moskito is gonna help strafing German panzers with Molins guns. Yes, that's available, but not too much panzer targets on multiplayer servers, and also I'm not able to suppress flak units with my Moskito. So no normal combat mission on P-40 or on Moskito for different reasons, but you can always hunt for aerial targets. We got live servers, finish, combat box, not, of course, not Wings of Liberty, because it's I'm sorry for those who play that server, but that's a trash. Okay, she's more or less stabilized. I will not continue any that's not 330, that's 328, but I've got no normal heading indicator. That's a shame for such a great game. Those two white lines, you should be able to move it to set up 330 heading, and this heading indicator is gonna be very, very good. But that practically that heading indicator isn't functional, because that indicator wasn't developed in the right way by developers, and they want us to say good things about them. This Great Battles Il-2, in my opinion, has got the best physics. I like instrument panels in this game, I like it. What I see in DCS is good, but I like it much more in Il-2 Great Battles. But how can you sell an airplane with a heading indicator isn't functional? How incompetent you should be for that. Okay, let's start transitioning into wheels down, flaps down, descending, stabilize descending. First I gonna lower my gear. Second step, all that procedure I gonna do that much faster than you can explain it. So first, gear down. Second, throttle back and forward a little bit. Third, RPM to maximum. Stick pull up. Not letting her lose altitude. Wait until my airspeed's gonna be, I think, 130 or 140 miles per hour. Then flaps down and nose down. Then I forgot increase elevator trim. So let's try how I gonna deal with it. Let's set 330 heading. I lost my heading. Create airplane and start. Technochat on. Gear down. Throttle back and forward a little bit. RPM to maximum. Trim to 90%. Okay, now you're gonna pull up, not letting her lose altitude, let her lose her airspeed. She's not losing her airspeed. That's a beast, beautiful beast, very powerful, beautiful airplane. Okay, 140 miles per hour indicated, nose down, flaps down. Maybe that should be 150 miles per hour. I wasn't right. Just like on P-51. What's wrong? That's too steep. Just like on P-51, that final approach glide path is gonna be very steep. That's unfortunate. I don't like that at all. What's wrong? With A20, with that's very unfortunate. I knew there's gonna be some issue with that airplane. That's not glide slope, that's diving. What's wrong with my flaps? Why she doesn't retract flaps? I need to maybe only then. Something is wrong with my flaps. Probably I've broken my flaps. So unfortunately, what's that? You can see that? What's that? Unfortunately, I think I broke my flaps, so I need to restart maybe. I'm sorry for that. Let's check air start. I'm sorry for that. So some practicing today, not too much unfortunately. I'm gonna check air start. Let's make it 80%. Start. I need to fix that flaps situation. What something is wrong? I do not understand how flaps work on this airplane. Once again, 20%. I don't need to. Full RPM, 90% throttle back, 90% up. Why What was wrong with my flaps? Okay, flaps. Let's try retract flaps. What was wrong with my flaps? Yes, I know my speed is too low. But when my speed's gonna be too much, my flap's gonna break. That's very unfortunate. I saw that on P-51. So I gonna need to pull. My elevator doesn't effective enough, unfortunately. So I'm gonna need to pull. That's very, I don't like it at all. Need to that stabilized. Something's wrong. I would say something's flaps rod jammed. Very well. Thank you guys. I'm not so I don't know so much about real airplanes behavior, but I thought you should have some stabilized landing attitude, stabilized final approach attitude. So I've got know that. That's very, very bad. Just like in P-51, I think. Rod jammed. Unfortunate. Goes down. I'm just exploring that glide. I needed standard trimming for glide part, final approach glide part. So without that standard, maybe it's gonna be okay if I release flaps only 50%. Maybe it's gonna be okay. Only 50%, like on yes, you know, that's okay. I shouldn't release them full. Now she's stabilized, thanks God. And probably they're not gonna jam my flaps. That's great. I saw that on Moskito. Moskito doesn't extract flaps fully of full 100%. As you can see, I've got side slip. That's for avoiding left banking tendency. But I've got more or less stabilized attitude, and even for that attitude I need climbing power, but I like it, I love it. Great airplane. So no more takeoff, circle and landing, no more taxi, practicing today. Next I gonna land, probably. Yes, I gonna turn right and land. That's great. That's, thanks God I've practiced my Moskito. Probably on A20 is gonna be the same issue. So if you want to have normal glide slope, do not extract full flaps. I gonna make it 50%. Airspeed is too high. Oh no, airspeed is 180 miles per hour. That's not good. Not too much, of course. Too much. She's very stable. Now I'm gonna descend until 1900 feet, then level up, and then I'm gonna try to do some approach straight, and then overhead brake pattern, and then final approach and landing. That's the issue with P-51 and P-38. The final approach airspeed is too much. Look how stable she is. And my about reducing elevator trim is gonna cause increasing that speed. I don't want to increase it. They're gonna jam my that aerodynamics, gonna jam my flaps. Well, each airplane has got its own issue. Nothing you can do with that. But anyway, she's beautiful. I love her behavior very much already. Beautiful. That's gonna be my second favorite airplane. I love P-40. This P-38 is beautiful. Of course P-51B, I like it, but I don't play it lately. Descending. I'm sorry for that flaps issue. I didn't know. That's a research and development mission. First of many, I hope. As you can see, I've got side slip. Almost not able to see that. So Final approach, glide path gonna be very, very, very shallow. That's gonna be interesting. Where is that? Lakes. I'm not used to transitioning into straight on level, but that's me. Oh. Oh, ahead. I'm sorry, that quite chaotic procedure. She's accelerating right now, losing some altitude. On any other airplane I never practiced transition from stabilized wheels down, flaps down attitude into straight and level attitude. I didn't raise my flaps, that was a mistake. Flaps are okay. Thanks God. Reduce airspeed. Let's make it 22.5 maybe. Yes, 22. Picking that overhead brake pattern settings, the 2/4 shifting or opposite heading shifting is gonna be quite a task for me. I'm gonna need to spend some time for that. So I ain't got much time. But I think that's enough for today. I'm gonna make landing anyway. I'm gonna make 20 seconds opposite course or opposite heading shifting, and that's it. Back, let her lose altitude. That's Lyndhurst. Weather is fine, I can see my landing strip. Probably you wouldn't be able to see it on stream, but first of all, I see Lyndhurst. Quite chaotic procedure for me right now, but it's the first time. How about my trimming? Trimming is okay. I need 20%. Let her lose altitude. 2200 feet is too much. I need 1900 feet. And landing strip is on my 11, and I'm gonna make it on 12 and shift right shift right a little bit. A little bit too much manifold pressure, make it 22, 22.2. Perfect. And start turning. No extra manifold pressure, extra additional power. Let her lose altitude, because I got a little bit too much. Anyway, she was beautiful, stabilized. Very good. Now I'm making 180 and on heading 330 I'm gonna level up and fly straight and level for about 20 seconds. And then I'm gonna make landing anyway. But I will see how close or how far my approach gonna be. And next time I'm gonna adjust, make small corrections, change that shifting time. She's perfect, very stabilized. She's gaining altitude still. Okay. Watch some 330. 26 seconds were when I got 330, so in 46 seconds I'm gonna start my final 90 degrees left turn. Yes, 46 seconds. And after that I will do transition into. She's gaining altitude, look at her. Reduce power. Let her lose altitude. I'm too close, I'm too close, I'm just too close. Okay. stabilized on quite different. Vertical speed. I definitely gonna make a landing, but this final approach was not so bad. But airspeed is massive. Landing's gonna be pain. Landing's gonna be pain. What should I do with that flaps issue? Airspeed is too much. So, taxi on parking place without using brakes, without using rudder, only differential power. As you can see, she's too fast. And now she's too slow. You need to constantly make your throttle lever movement back. You're applying differential power, she's increasing average power level. That ain't no right. It was 900 RPM, now it's 1000. Now it's 800. Now I've touched the gravel with my left wheel. I'm not used to this airplane. Taxiing. And on the gravel you need higher level of power. I disagree with that. It should be the difference, but not so much. And there shouldn't be any step while trying to get yourself on a concrete or asphalt surface. That would be a step, but not up but down. So it's gonna be easier to get yourself on an asphalt or tarmac runway, but harder to get yourself out of that. And that's quite opposite in the game. can see because of that difference of rolling drag between asphalt and gravel, yeah, just not able to steer with differential power. You need to use your brakes. And what if I'm gonna have muddy or slippery conditions? How am I gonna use brakes? Why she's turning? Why she's turning left? I've got left differential power. Stupid. I apply left differential power, she's turning left. Now I apply left differential power, she's turning right. And I wouldn't be able to now we're gonna make 180. She's gonna get herself on a gravel once again, and another pain and suffering of getting yourself into that asphalt. And she's increasing average power level when I give her differential power, so I need to move my throttle back all the time, my throttle level back all the time. Why is she stopping right now? Unfortunately, that's unplayable. Rolling drag for asphalt surface is too low. Look at here. I apply left differential power. Why she's moving left? Oh, 180 on very low differential power is okay. I gonna notice that. That she's increasing power, average power level by herself. I didn't move my throttle forward. I need to constantly move my throttle lever on my joystick back because she is increasing average power level by herself. Moskito hadn't that problem. Why she's not moving right now? I'm applying left differential power. I'm applying left, why she's moving right? I'm applying left, why she's moving right? Such a stupid nose wheel behavior. When you apply left differential power, that steer her to the right. Once again, why she was steering right now? I don't understand that. I didn't apply left differential power, why she was steering right? Now I'm applying left differential power, no right. That's unplayable. You see those? I'm gonna apply brakes. Now you see what, let's say, let's make it what they're equal, left and right power. I press 7, I increase left and decrease right the same amount. So the average should be constant. I press 9, I increase right and decrease left power. The average should be constant. And you can see that on a RPM gauge. But it's not constant. The average is always growing up. That isn't right. Moskito had no that problem. Moskito hasn't got that problem. So I need to constantly move my throttle lever on my joystick, move it back. Such a great airplane on taxiing, and unfortunately the development process had no testing or something like that, and they left such an issue which makes your no brake differential power taxiing unplayable instead of enjoyable. It's quite a hard task, but when you've got skills, that's a great part of your game. Normal taxiing, good taxiing. I should have normal controls, I should have normal gauges on the instrument panel, which work like they should work. If you play only Wings of Liberty, 10 or 20 minutes long sorties, I can understand that, but you also can understand you're not the only one player in multiplayer, or even on this game. Some guys gonna need to do some different things, play in different manner, play in a realistic manner, in realistic way. That's gonna be an issue, very unfortunately, very unfortunately. I knew there's gonna be something wrong. Now she's accelerating without me moving throttle forward, just because of differential power doesn't work like it should be. And on a grassy surface, let's try it. Because of normal, in my opinion, normal roll and drag on grassy surfaces, you wouldn't have such a problem. Only on concrete or asphalt or steel plate surfaces or icy surfaces you're gonna have such a problem. I'm already comfortable on grassy surface. Absolutely no issues, no problems. I didn't apply brakes, that's a bad surface developed in this game. So they consider that's not an airfield anymore. Some bumps, some soft soil. You're not able to cross. I'm okay with that because higher power you need for normal taxiing, easier for you to make it make it normal taxi. Just imagine applying brakes on such a soft soil. You're gonna stuck forever. Soft soil, mud, icy, wet surfaces, wet grass, mud, underwater, water above the snow or ice, water above concrete, water on dumps on asphalt, muddy dumps, all those conditions gonna make your brakes applying very dangerous. So you need to be able, I'm gonna crash right now. Stupid idiot. I do not understand that physics. Why she was turning right? I didn't apply left differential power. Why she was turning right? So all those conditions gonna require no brakes taxiing technique. You can use brakes to stop on a very low taxiing speed, or to steer on very low taxiing speed, or being stationary. Engine is off. But anyway, beautiful airplane, and I'm not, that's not the end of stream. I gonna go to Berloga right now and practice some. I've got about maybe 30 minutes or 40 minutes left. Yes, 40 minutes exactly I've got, and I'm gonna make some practice on Berloga. I like it. P-38, very, very, very good airplane. Twelve minutes left, okay. And start. No need for technochat on combat. I'm gonna feel everything I need, but while route flying, formation pattern, overhead brake pattern, rejoin patterns, some strafing patterns, you need write a lay suppression pattern, recovery pattern. You just need standard airplane behavior for group flying purposes. This is for me. I hope that's an enemy. No, that's P-47. Probably AI. I saw that guy on my 6. That's enemy. But that's another AI. He's already have some counterpart. Okay, fine. He wants me. Let's dogfight. My gunnery is very bad, very bad. Rusty, as you can see, I'm rusty. Let's watch our 6. Normal garbage on Berloga. Some guy, probably AI, opted to attack my enemy instead of dealing with another. That's normal Berloga garbage. I'm sorry for that. Trash. was enemy very well, trying to avoid turning, try to make it on vertical maneuver because of blackout. Yes, that's enemy very well. Okay, once again climb, try to climb, not to get yourself in a blackout. I've lost him because of that P-47. Here he is. Missed. Don't know my aiming device. Aiming sight. Maybe I should shut down that P-51. That's against the rules. Five of us against two enemies. Подлога isn't good also. Hit that enemy on my 6 side and I didn't see him. That's an enemy. Already two of them. I've got no wish to interrupt their dogfighting. That's not a game, not a practicing. There's another enemy. they gonna interrupt my job fighting. Go to vertical to avoid blacking out. Just as I said, those AI are some garbage players. We got here at least 2 unions, yes, 2 of them, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. No one's working with him. Fine, 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 fine. Great shot. Another great. That was nice buffeting on stalling. Great physics in this game. That was a miss. It's some guy is gonna hit him for me. To shoot down your allies is against the rule. Only 2 enemies and 1, 2, 3, 4 allies. So no good practice in such conditions. Oh, that's enemy. Great. No, that's enemy. That's an AI. Some shots with my 50s. Was a miss. That was a shot. Another shot with the 50s, probably. No cannon. That was a shot. You can see how poor is my gunnery. Another miss. Only 50s. I'm good with those 50 calls. How do you like those 50 caliber machine guns like that? I like them. Some guys hate them. They consider they too weak. Spitfires. Who's playing Spitfires? I hope that AI maybe. They 2 on 2. I will not interrupt. Some guy's gonna attack me, at least. And I'm gonna try and practice some evasive maneuver. Oh, 109 is chasing Spitfire. How do you like that? I hope those are AI. Probably. So I'm free to interrupt. I don't like when such disrespect when you get yourself into somebody's dogfighting. But those are artificial intelligence units. They will not be mad on me. With my P-40 experience, I'm afraid very much of blackouting. Such a great, such a powerful airplane. So I need to apply some different techniques and tactics. Good hit. Good hit. No more. No more enemies. This is an enemy, it's not AI, probably. It doesn't see me. But hit, I probably missed. I'm gonna have second attempt. Miss. Blackouting, but 190 is okay. 190. He's got no chance against P-38. Another 190. Wait, no, that's friendly. No, that's enemy. Maybe he recovered. I thought he was going down. going down. Another enemy. At 109 this time. Such a great gameplay. Blacking out. He knows that's P-38's limitation. And I've lost my target. So he attacked me, so I think I've got right to. He disconnected. This is friendly. I got damage. That's an enemy. I like it. Let's make rejoin procedure. My speed isn't enough. That was a hit. That was a hit. That was a miss. Some hit with the 50s. I need a hit with the cannon. Very bad gunnery. I'm sorry for that. Bad gunnery. His mistake. I did that well, even disregarding my damages. I've got speed advantage right now. Once again, he's diving. Probably that's AI. That's not a human player. Why he's diving? He's giving me advantage. I'm not able to turn on high speed. I'm gonna block out. I'm gonna go up and turn on low speed. P-39 is great in that. I'm blacking out now, when I'm working with some enemy, they never attack friendly airplane. Maybe that friendly, let's say yeah. Okay, I've got 8 minutes left. Probably one more sortie and that's it. I would like to make combat mission, hunting mission today, but probably tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm planning to make combat mission on some probably combat box, I don't know. I'm gonna need to install SRS, I don't use it. That's two enemies, such a good. Spitfire, you see, I'm already working with him. That Spitfire probably AI, no, he's not. And I've got enemy on my 6, so it's very well. Very convenient, you don't need to search them. And that's 109, 190, that's 190 and that's a human, that's a player. 190's got no chance against P-38, brother. I respect your attempt, but now you're mine. just elevator trim. Avoid blacking out. He's good, he's good. He's definitely good. If he would be in 190, I would be dead probably already. It's such a great, I remember 15 years ago maybe, in old Il-2 on Carabiner server, I was doing the same maneuvering dogfight on P-38 against 190. That was quite fun. Because my airplane was better airplane fighter. Just you could see some, I hope that wasn't AI, some guy saw we dogfighting, interrupted, get himself into our dogfight and denied me a good plane. Is it enemy? Is it enemy? I hope it is. No, that's stupid Spitfire. Spitfire sucks. Is it enemy? No, that's friendly. Ah, no. That's 190. Great, that's an enemy. Go 190. Mid 50s. Another goal. Great 50s, great. Another great shot. Time for the cannon. I should watch my 6. What was that? What was that? Why? I hope somebody touched my engine. Okay. That's it for today. I'm not gonna continue. Glide path final approach airspeed is gonna be a problem. Gonna need to start extracting flaps full on just before, right before the touchdown. So landing wouldn't be easy. I survived. Some Russian guy, some screaming I'm injured. Okay, thank you all for watching. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. I hope there's gonna be combat sortie. Goodbye.